Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com, your daily market recap. And what? A finish of the day. Stay humble. Always stay humble. Like, subscribe, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Always protect the downside. Always use stop loss. This is the only thing we have full control of. And today, we got the perfect example of why we always need to protect the downside. The upside will take care of itself, but the downside, we need to take care of it. And here we are, news or not news. 467 is holding. Now, 464, we might see it next, and then 461, but one day, doesn't matter. News or not news, doesn't matter. The magnitude of the day, one day, one candle does not change the overall sentiment. The overall sentiment, ladies and gentlemen, is still bullish sentiment. Some kind of a cool off, retracement is perfectly fine. Just protect your downside. Same goes for the Qs. Qs, broadening formation. This trend line holding as resistance still for the higher highs, and as you can see during hours, Qs made a new all-time highs, another new all-time highs, and then came the news. But we knew that if Qs will fail to close and break above this trend line towards the 412, bulls will give up, bulls will take rest. And once bulls taking rest, what happens then? Bears comes in full power and just wiped out 4 days. Now 401 is the support. Below it 397. And once again, one candle does not change the overall sentiment. The overall sentiment since October is super bullish. We had a retracement over here, as you can see, from October till November, then some kind of a cool off. Now we had continuation to the upside. Now bulls are taking some time off. It's holiday season. It's perfectly fine. Dow Jones, same thing. Trend lines, as you can see, once again, this orange trend line, this area, resistance. Now we can take Fibonacci. Let's take Fibonacci from here towards here. 370 is the support. Below it we have 368 and then 366. But you know it, one candle does not change the overall sentiment. Perfectly fine. Holiday season, everyone went home. IWM bulls, same thing. After a few consecutive days trying to break up and above, also during hours today, tried and failed. Why? Because we have the 194 gap, needs to get filled. Gaps are like magnets for price action. Once you see a gap, doesn't matter if it's to the upside or to the downside, you need to take under consideration that this gap, more than 85-90% chance it will get filled, and this gap needs to get filled. We might go back to the 190 and then next leg up. You also can take trend line that helps you to identify the higher lows since October. So filling this gap, a touch at the 190, retesting this yellow trend line once again with a higher low, and then next leg up. Perfectly fine. Bitcoin going for the 44,500 yesterday, went up, touched, got rejected. Let's see now, can we get the same price action we got over here in the next few days? As you can see here, 4 or 5 days of retesting, rejecting, and then if Bitcoin will fail to break up and above until Sunday evening when Bitcoin weekly is over, failing to break, we will see the downside Same price action we got over here to the upside, we will see to the downside. If Bitcoin will succeed to close the week above the 44,500, in my opinion, 50K will be next. And of course, everything you see and hear on my channel is for educational purposes only. It's only my opinion. It's okay, it's perfectly fine to follow to get ideas, but in the end of the day, you know the drill. It's your money. Take care of your money. No one else will take care of it for you. It's your money. Please take care of your money. And if you don't know how to take care of your money, first, stop trading. Second, get the proper education on how to trade, how to be day trading, how to be swing trading. Leave day trading alone. Don't go near day trading. It's not for everyone. It's the fastest way to blow up your account is starting trading by day trading. Start with swing trading. Then you can also keep your daily job. 9-to-5 job, first income. Second income, swing trading. 2 sources of income. Perfectly fine. But if you don't know how to trade, if you don't know how to manage your risk, please stop trading and get the proper education. Ethereum struggling to hold head above the orange trend line, and as you can see, we are in some kind of a cool off, short-term retracement. Gold moving sideways, long continuation above 2060 towards the upper border of this orange channel. Oil stuck, and not surprising, once again having a difficult time breaking above this red zone. If it will succeed to break above this red zone, we will see 80 as the next resistance. KRE, as we said, gaps are meant to get filled, at least 90% of them. The high of this candle, 51.38. The low of this candle, 51.49. This gap is still open. Maybe tomorrow, touch, bounce, or we might even see 50.40 to the downside as the next support. Natural gas, nothing much. We have a double bottom scenario. We need back retesting the 223 and then bounce, and then we will have a double bottom scenario. But until then, natural gas is going south. This is why we use Fibonacci trend lines to show us where price might be heading next. Always ask yourself, what if price will break above this area and manage to close the weekly above this area? Why weekly? Because we are here in a steep downtrend since beginning of November. So one day closing above this area will not change the overall sentiment. We need at least a weekly close above this area. Prefer 3-4 days above this area. And then where price might be heading next? We have 258, 269, and then 280 to the upside. SOXX, 3.16% to the downside after 3 consecutive dojis, where market went indecision. Today, bears decided we are taking SOXX to the downside. 547 is next support. Below it, 540, and maybe we will go and close this gap at the 423. Don't be surprised. Always prepare for anything. Anything can happen in the stock market within a matter of minutes. And today, during hours, we got the perfect example of what can happen within a matter of minutes, with a matter of seconds. XLE still struggling with the 85.60 weekly close, and we will see 88 and then 92 to the upside. But wait, because failing to hold above the 83.40, this gap will get filled, and then we are back to this white trend line. Apple 1% to the downside after a few days of struggling with this orange trend line. Bears came in full control. 192 is the next support. Below it, 190 and 188. But for now, we are still in an uptrend. One candle does not change the overall sentiment. This is why we use trend lines. Follow the trend. The trend is still up. We are still inside this orange uptrend channel. Manage your risk. This is the only thing you need to do. Learn how to manage risk. Meta, same thing. Still inside this uptrend, purple uptrend channel. Went, as you can see, since August, up, down, up, down, up, down, like a snake. Uptrend. Now with a doji off a trend line. Look left. Every time we have a doji, we are going south. So now once again, most likely, till the end of this week, we are heading south towards the 338. Don't guess. Take Fibonacci. Swing low, swing high. 344.50 is the support. Below it, 338.40, and then 333 together with this purple trend line to the downside. Google, relative strength 1.2% to the upside today, but look at this massive doji. Look at what happened. Google intraday opened with a very nice bullish candle, 2% to the upside, and then slowly gave everything back from Fibonacci to Fibonacci. You see how price acts and reacts to Fibonacci? Went from 138 to 141, got rejected, back to the 138. Check the links in the description below. Become your own indicator. Master, come with me to this magnificent journey on how to master Fibonacci, trend lines, and of course, price action on multi-time frames. And then you will be able to trade whatever you want with the proper risk management. I will teach you the proper risk management that suits you, that suits your mental resilience, that suits your lifestyle. Not everyone has the same risk management. Not everyone have the same mental resilience. We are all different. I will teach you how to find your equilibrium point that will suit you. How to trade with the proper risk management. How to become a professional trader without leaving your 9-to-5 job. If you want, perfectly fine, but you don't have to. Netflix, trend lines, doji off a trend line. 481 is the support. Below it, this gap will get filled. Below this gap will get filled, and then back to the 446. But overall, uptrend until proven otherwise. Amazon, once again, trend lines are your best friend. Fibonacci and trend lines. These are traders' best friend. Second consecutive doji off a trend line. We are heading to retest the 150. That was tough resistance. Now this area, the 149, 150 needs to hold a support. Let's see if it will hold. Below it, don't guess. Fibonacci let us know. 144, 143 to the downside. It's always an area. It's never an accurate price. Nvidia, double top scenario, ladies and gentlemen. On Nvidia, Below 480, we are heading towards 462. Below 462, 450. Below 450, this gap, the 424, will get filled. Remember, double top scenario is more likely than long continuation towards the 540. You also can have this trend line. Once this trend line will get broken to the downside, in my opinion, 90% chance that we are heading towards the 424. Microsoft, still nothing much, moving sideways. 374 holding as resistance, 366 support, follow price to the upside, follow price to the downside. You don't need to guess. You have Fibonacci to let you know where is the next support. What will happen if Microsoft will break below the 366.60? You have all the levels to the downside. Above 374.40, you have all the levels to the upside. That's it. This is all you need. No other lagging indicators. You have this trend line that shows you that with all this noise, with all this sideways move, Microsoft is still in an uptrend. Shopify. Once again, we have a great example of why broadening formation, just two trend lines, one trend line to the upside, one trend line to the downside, aka broadening formation is the only true formation where price moves, aggregates in. No other patterns are validate. Not the head and shoulders, not the cup and handle, not the flags. We have this gap, 74 gap, needs to get filled. Now you also can take Fibonacci. This gap needs to get filled. A touch at the 73.70, which is also the 618 Fibonacci retracement. We had an uptrend, retracement, filling the gap, a touch at the 618 Fibonacci retracement, which was also a very tough resistance. So by natural things of price action, this area needs to act as support before the next leg up. And if we will get the next leg up, we will see this area, the 79, 90, 80 area, together with this red trend line, Tesla 4% to the downside. Once again, we have trend lines. This yellow trend line, tough resistance. 250, failed to hold. Where price might be heading next? Towards the lower border of this broadening formation. This area over here, the red zone, very tough resistance, now needs to hold as support. Let's see if this area can hold as the next support. You can also take Fibonacci. Swing low, swing high, and look at this. This is not magic. This is only Fibonacci, and how to use properly Fibonacci. Look where price ended the day on a Fibonacci support. Below it, 243. Below it, 240 together with this red line. Check all the links in the description below. Choose your path, choose your program, choose your language, English or Hebrew, and you will get lifetime support and guidance in all Discord channels. I want you to become your own indicator. I want you to know how to manage your own money. How you can take care of your own money. AMD still 3.3% to the downside, but still moving sideways, as you can see. 135 to the downside, 141.80 to the upside. Next, you have all the levels to the downside, and you have all the future resistance to the upside. Once again, one candle, and it doesn't matter how big the candle is, how scary this candle looks. Zoom out. You have the weekly. We have a doji of a trend line. On the weekly, we have 2 more days for this week, but we have a doji. This area, the 456, needs to get retested as support. It was resistance for the lower highs. Now needs to get retested as support before the next leg up towards the 480. Let me know in the comments below. Can we get new all-time highs on the SPY before the end of 2023? Can we do it? SPY bulls, let's go. Take some rest until Christmas. Come back strong on the 26th. And then new all-time highs. Let's go, bulls. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit a like, subscribe, share with friends. Don't forget, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we are going live. Until then, stay safe.